Toyota's plug-in Prius returns for 2027 with a new dual-zone climate system, a fresh black paint option, and the same 44-mile electric range that's made it a segment favorite among efficiency-minded commuters. Priced from $35,275, it pairs everyday practicality with genuine EV-only driving. The Prius plug-in hybrid carries a base price of $33,980 before Toyota's $1,295 dealer processing and handling fee, landing at $35,275 out the door. That's only a $205 bump over the previous model year, a modest increase considering the added dual-zone climate control and new paint option. It remains roughly $5,000 more expensive than the standard non-plug-in Prius hybrid at comparable trim levels, a gap buyers will want to weigh against how much of their driving actually happens on short, electric-friendly trips. For shoppers who mostly cover long highway stretches, that premium can take years to recoup in fuel savings, while daily short-hop commuters may see the difference pay off much sooner. Federal and state incentives can also narrow the price gap further depending on where a buyer lives, making it worth checking local eligibility before ruling the plug-in variant out on sticker price alone. Toyota keeps the lineup straightforward for 2027, offering the Prius plug-in hybrid in SE, XSE, Nightshade, and XSE premium trims. The SE serves as the value-focused entry point, and notably delivers the longest EV range of the bunch. XSE and XSE Premium add comfort and technology upgrades, while Nightshade leans into a blacked-out aesthetic with unique exterior treatment. This tiered structure lets shoppers pick based on either budget or feature priorities without wading through an overwhelming number of configurations. It also mirrors the approach Toyota takes with the standard Prius hybrid, making cross-shopping between the two versions relatively simple for buyers still deciding whether the plug-in Premium fits their budget. Higher grades also bring more visual differentiation, so shoppers who want the plug-in badge to look distinct from a standard Prius have several ways to set their car apart.
The headline number for any plug-in hybrid is how far it goes without burning gas, and the Prius plug-in hybrid's SE grade delivers an EPA-estimated 44 miles of all-electric range, enough for most commuters to complete a round trip without the engine ever kicking in. Other grades, XSE, Nightshade, and XSE Premium, are rated slightly lower at up to 39 miles, likely due to added weight from equipment and features. Either figure is competitive within the compact PHEV segment and reinforces the Prius's reputation as an efficiency leader. For context, a commuter driving 30 to 35 miles round trip each day could realistically go weeks between gas station visits, provided they plug in consistently overnight. That kind of real-world usage pattern is exactly what Toyota is targeting with the plug-in variant, positioning it as a practical stepping stone between a conventional hybrid and a full EV.
That electric range comes courtesy of a 13.6 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, sized to balance meaningful EV driving with reasonable charge times and cost. It's a modest capacity compared to some rivals chasing ever larger batteries, but Toyota's approach has long prioritized efficiency and packaging over outright range one-upmanship. The battery integrates with the fifth-generation Toyota hybrid system to determine when the car runs on electricity alone versus when the gasoline engine assists. That software-managed handoff happens seamlessly enough that most drivers won't notice the transition unless they're watching the dashboard's power flow display. Under the hood, the Prius plug-in hybrid uses Toyota's fifth-generation hybrid system, which pairs a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine with electric motor generators through a continuously variable transmission. Combined output lands at 220 net combined horsepower, a healthy figure for a compact hybrid, and a noticeable step up from the sleepy reputation older Prius models carried. That power translates into genuinely brisk acceleration for a car built primarily around fuel economy, making the Prius feel far more capable in daily merging, passing, and highway on-ramp situations than its economy car reputation might suggest. Toyota estimates the Prius plug-in hybrid will sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds, a figure that would have seemed almost unbelievable for a Prius a decade ago. Between the electric motor's instant torque and the combined 220 horsepower output, the plug-in variant is the quickest Prius in the current lineup. This blend of efficiency and genuine pep is part of what continues to separate the Prius plug-in hybrid from the standard hybrid model, beyond just the extended EV range. Around town, that translates into confident merging and passing power, so drivers no longer have to sacrifice responsiveness in exchange for the car's efficiency credentials. It's a meaningful shift in positioning for a nameplate historically associated with sluggish, economy-first driving dynamics, rather than any sense of enthusiasm behind the wheel. When the battery runs dry, the Prius plug-in hybrid doesn't leave drivers stranded. It simply reverts to being an efficient hybrid, rated at an EPA-estimated 51 miles per gallon combined on the SE grade. That means road trippers or drivers who forget to plug in overnight still benefit from class-leading fuel economy. It's worth noting the standard non-plug-in Prius actually edges it out slightly, at up to 55 miles per gallon combined, since the Prius plug-in hybrid carries the extra weight of its larger battery pack. Even so, 51 miles per gallon remains excellent by any mainstream standard, and drivers who mix short electric trips with occasional highway runs will still see strong overall efficiency. No special home charging equipment is required to top off the Prius plug-in hybrid. The vehicle comes with a dual voltage cable that works with a standard household outlet, recharging the battery in roughly 11 hours. For drivers who invest in a level 2 home charger, that time drops to approximately 4 hours, making an overnight charge more than sufficient regardless of setup. This flexibility is a key selling point for buyers who don't want to commit to installing dedicated charging hardware, since simply plugging in each night is enough to keep the battery topped off for the next day's commute Toyota isn't overhauling the Prius plug-in hybrid for 2027, but it is adding a couple of meaningful refinements. Dual-zone HVAC now comes standard across every grade, letting driver and front passenger each dial in their own preferred cabin temperature, a comfort feature that was conspicuously absent before. Toyota also introduces Inked, a new black exterior color, joining returning options like Cutting Edge, Guardian Gray, Reservoir Blue, and the Nightshade exclusive Karashi, plus premium shades Supersonic Red and Wind Chill Pearl. Though incremental, these refinements suggest Toyota views the current Prius generation as fundamentally sound, opting for polish over any major redesign this model year. Shoppers cross-comparing model years will find little else changed beyond these two updates, which keeps the 2027 model largely consistent with its immediate predecessor. Every Prius plug-in hybrid comes equipped with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, the brand's latest suite of standard driver assist features. This includes pre-collision system with pedestrian detection and full-speed range dynamic radar cruise control, which functions between 0 and 110 miles per hour using vehicle-to-vehicle distance tracking. The lineup also includes standard traffic jam assist with an active Drive Connect trial, blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alert, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a 7-inch digital gauge cluster, a well-rounded tech package regardless of trim. Together, these systems give the Prius plug-in hybrid a safety and convenience profile that competes well against rivals in the compact hybrid segment, rather than treating driver assist features as an upsell reserved for higher trims.